Ringside Side Eyes with Jimmy Vibes.
You just want to talk wrestling bullshit. We've said it. No, you're in the river, bitch. Hey everybody, welcome back to Ringside Side Eyes with Jimmy Vibes. And I'm not here alone. I promised you guys last week that I will be bringing on a friend. One of my good friends. One of my good Judies. Nick! Nick, what's up?
Hey girl, I'm so excited to be back on Ringside. I love that I come back for the pay-per-view exclusives. I feel like I'm like a part-timer here, so it's awesome.
I know, you're like my little Brock Lesnar. Actually,
well, I wouldn't go that far, Jesus.
Hey, you're champion. Hello, come on, let's get with it.
Hello.
But Nick, before we get into everything all this mess that's happened, you know, I like to tell the listeners, the listening crew, we finally got a name for them, Nick. The listening crew.
Finally, it's only taken us like 5 years.
For real, but the listening crew. Damn, what was I? Oh yeah. Well, you know, I've been bitching and hawking at the listening crew forever about jumping on over to iTunes to go over and give me a nice review and a cool little rating. Well, we have a couple of more people who've went ahead and did that, so I really appreciate it. So I'm starting a new tradition that every week when I log on and I see somebody else who's left me a review, I will give you a shout out and we'll talk about this listener. So earlier, Nick, you made a mention about silent listeners, about how I'm super aggressive at telling.
Let me get into it because listeners, as you know before when we were on the Pipe Bomb podcast, I did a lot of like the beginning kind of promotional stuff and be like, subscribe, like if you haven't, blah 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 blah. Like I had a whole little technique to kind of get more exposure with it, and so. James was kind of taking a little bit of pointers when he first started out, but bitch, like. Girl, you have not so much the passive-aggressive approach with it. You're just very demanding.
I am.
Like, bitch, you get over on iTunes and you go and subscribe right now. Like, it's like, I'm like, okay.
Chop, chop.
I mean, you scared a couple of the silent listeners out of your show, so.
Well, bitch. Speaking of the silent listeners, I actually had a silent listener come out the closet, bitch, and leave me a review this week. The silent listener goes by Diamonds by Rihanna. Excuse me. Sounds like a freaking perfume. Diamonds by Rihanna.
I'm telling you, I would wear that.
I'd wear it too, bitch. Apparently my review list is wearing it, so I'm here for it. So left me a really sweet comment. First of all, this person didn't leave me a name or anything. They really want to be anonymous. They don't want to be associated to this messy ass show. So
I can understand, I guess.
I know, it's fine. But thank you. I really appreciate it. And it's actually Snake Society who has been tweeting me on Instagram lately, asking good questions, really good questions. He sends in some dope-ass questions.
I was going to say that name sounds pretty familiar.
Yes. So he goes, "Hi, it's Snake Society. Your podcast is amazing. It's one of the only wrestling podcasts I listen to religiously. Sorry for being a silent listener, laughing my ass out loud. You gonna drag me. But you have a great podcast, and we both stand for Sasha." Ooh, bitch, I tried it. He said we both stand for Charlotte. Oh my God, I think I lost Nick, you guys.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, I don't know what happened. Did you catch what I said?
I heard something about both stand for Charlotte.
Yes, but I accidentally said Sasha earlier. So, I know, right? I gagged too, bitch. But, you know, I fuck with Sasha Banks. Hey, I got Sasha Banks to stand over here with me today. Mr.
I know,
Nicholas.
It's nice that I'm here, especially for this show. But yeah, so anyway, continue.
Yeah, so we both love Charlotte, so it's really cool. So thank you, Snake Society. Thank you for taking the time and jumping on over to give me a nice little review. And also, people of the podcast, Sunday94 also sent me a review. He says that this podcast is the realest, most shadiest podcast out there. The passion of wrestling speaks through this podcast. So thank you so much, Sunday. I appreciate. I know you're one of the new listeners, or you might be one of those silent, shady listeners that I keep trying to drag out of the fucking closet. But you guys are coming out slowly. But bitch, if you haven't went over to YouTube and give me 5 stars, or No, iTunes.
iTunes, bitch.
It's just too much.
If you're gonna put the listening crew into reading, you better get yourself together first.
I gotta get myself together. But it's just too much. Like now, it's all these fucking platforms. Like trying to juggle everything. Thank God for you and Sam who helped me out with social media, because bitch, I can't. But Thank you, guys. So head on over to fucking iTunes, guys. Rate me 5 and send me a review, and you'll get a shout out. And thank you, I appreciate it.
And just think, listening crew, like the ones that have already done this, and they're like, "Bitch, I am tired of hearing this." Just think of it, all the new listeners. If you do that, you won't have to get yelled at by James anymore at the beginning of these podcasts. It's great.
Well, it's gonna keep on going on, and you guys need to help me. You guys need to fucking get in the comments, yell at the other listeners, and tell them to fucking do what the fuck we all did. Like, we're all going over. And Nick, bitch, where's your review, bitch?
oh, here we go. I was thinking that you were gonna give me a dragging.
Oh, yes, I am.
I don't use iTunes.
I don't care.
I'm still exclusive with YouTube, but I'll get over there. I'll do a nice little review.
Yeah, you don't even need an Android.
I'll say this is a great little podcast now. Please, the rest of you bitches, start doing reviews because I'm tired of hearing this man go on and on.
Well, you don't need an iPhone to do it, guys. All you need is a computer. So just do me that solid. Thank you, and I love you guys. So now we can get into NXT. What the fuck? I just went to the kitchen and I thought I grabbed myself a bottle of water, but I guess I didn't. Whatever.
Mess.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. I had to clear my throat. You know what, bitch? Oh, Nick, hold on. Bitch, we're gonna have to take a pause, bitch. I gotta get my nose powdered. I have to get me some water.
Okay, I'm gonna get situated on my couch.
All right, girl. I'm back.
All right, I'm good.
I had to go get myself a sip of water because I just couldn't. So,
I got myself a little nice glass of iced tea, so I'm all good.
Look at you, all southern and fancy. Iced tea. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3 this past weekend, which I thought was a spectacular show. Overall, Nick, what did you think about the show?
Wait, are we recording?
Yeah, we are. We're going.
Oh, okay, all right, bitch. I loved NXT Takeover, actually, to be honest. It was a nice start. I always appreciate around SummerSlam time when they do the Brooklyn show beforehand, because it kind of gets the hype up with the wrestling weekend in general. I've always been a big fan of the NXT Takeovers anyway, so this one I was really not disappointed. I was really excited. I don't know. There was, leading into the pay-per-view, I wasn't fully invested as I was in the past kind of takeovers, but I mean, when I actually watched the show itself, all the matches were really impressive. But which one did you want to talk about? Just the Ember and Asuka one right now?
No, well, I like Takeover. I thought it was good. I feel like Takeover right before SummerSlam. I feel like Takeover is the WrestleMania of NXT, Takeover Brooklyn. Because, you know, they have the one just before WrestleMania that's at whatever city WrestleMania is resorting to that year. I just feel like they go back to Takeover. This is the third time that they've been there. There's history there. There's been iconic matches there. So I feel like it's a bigger fight feel for Takeover Brooklyn. For me personally, that's just how I feel.
I definitely agree with that too.
Yeah, so I loved it. I thought it was great. But let's start off with the show. We start off with Andreas and Zelina Vega. They come out together, and the bitch looks good. She looks put together. I feel like every time I see her on a WWE TV, she looks great. I feel like she's really stepping up her game. That she was like, okay, they're gonna put me in this manager role. I'm gonna look really good doing it, because every time I see her, she looks super sexy. And when was it? Saturday night. I didn't see anything different from her looking sexy, because she was still on point. I love that Fashion Nova top. Is it Fashion Nova? Yeah, it is Fashion Nova. That's what all the girls are ranting and raving over now on Instagram. But she looked good. What did you think about her look?
Yes, well, Zelina, overall, that bitch is smart. So, like, I knew when she was going to be in this position that she was going to capitalize on everything. Her look, I loved the look that she had this past Saturday at Brooklyn. I love that top. I love the leather pants. She just looks very sexy and very, like a sexy heel. Kind of giving me, I don't know, like, I was gonna say Melina vibes, but not really. But
she's kind of her own thing.
She's got her own look, and that's what I like about her. And I like the name Zelina, and actually, I like that she's being paired with Almas because it makes him more exciting for me.
Yes,
you know.
I agree 100%. But speaking of her look, you know how Lana had the signature bun and the signature business suits and stuff like that we always know. That's Lana. That's Lana's iconic look.
For it.
Right. I feel like Zelina right now, she's trying out different looks. Every week we're seeing her, even though she looks amazing with all these looks, I feel like she needs to pick a signature look, and I feel like I might have the key I feel like I know what she should wear. I think she should stop wearing rompers for some reason. And I'll explain. Because you know how
I'm a fan of a romper, so
but listen, you know how she says that she's his business manager, she's his business associate, and all that all that jazz and all of that. I feel like she needs to fit the part. But how can you fit the part without going the corporate business suit type shit that Lana already did? And I don't want her to do that. I don't want her to touch when Lana's done. But more towards a music exact, more hip, more spicy, kind of a tamed Cookie from Empire. You get me? Because, you know, Cookie's all over the place. She wears, I don't know if you ever watched Empire, but I'm sure a lot of our listeners.
I know who you're talking about. I've seen her looks.
Like very stylish. She always wears, like, she has her rompers. She always looks cute. And I feel like Zelina should start wearing rompers because she wore one a couple of weeks ago. It was like a cute little short in the front and then in the back and then in the front. It kind of looked like I think they're called Schwartz or whatever, squats. Whatever, bitch. But maybe that's not what it was, but it kind of looked like it. But you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I feel like she should do something like that. But my only thing with Zelina on Saturday was, bitch, why the fuck weren't you standing camera side? This is an indie rookie mistake, I feel like. Or did WWE strategically put her on the left side of the end of the ramp? The whole time, me and Jared was sitting down watching it, and I'm like, why isn't she camera side? What is she thinking? Is it because of her top is too, she's exposing her top? Like, what is it? Like, why aren't you camera side, girl? Everybody else stands camera side. Why isn't Zelina? What are your thoughts about that, Nick? Because that kind of bothered me.
To be honest, I didn't really pick up on that.
You didn't?
No. The only thing I could think of is that, because, I mean, she was involved in the finish when she threw the DIY shirt at him. And that's the only way maybe for people to, like, forget that she might have been there. But, I mean, she's polarizing. They shouldn't have really done that. I would have liked her to be on camera side. I would have liked, to be honest, she has made this Almas character more interesting for me and kind of more watchable in a sense. And so I feel like they should have capitalized more on her character itself and like how much she has helped him and like changed his personality and changed his direction, and he's not so much of like this party guy anymore. Like he's really getting fixated on his wrestling skill now, right? So I don't know,
I feel like
I didn't really notice it as much. Like I wasn't bitching about it until I'm just hearing about it now, to be honest.
But I feel like, see, the thing is, I feel like you would have got that whole incision of her being involved with him during the match because she was giving great facials. She's being super expressive outside of the ring, but we would only see him when the camera would cut over to her. I feel like if she was camera side, it would be more impactful. And then when she grabbed the DIY shirt to throw at him for the finish, I feel like it would have been more impactful watching her get crafty, you know? So I just feel like I wanted to see more of her beautiful face on TV, and I feel like she did herself a bit of a disfavor not standing on that side of the ring, or maybe that's how NXT wanted to book it. Who knows? She is a pro. She's been doing this for long enough. She went to TNA. She was on TV before. So I think she knows where the cameras are. But maybe that's how NXT wanted to do it. If that's how they wanted to produce the show, I just didn't like it. So I'll leave it at that. But overall, she looked great. I love them two together, like you said. And I can't wait to see what else they're going to do in the coming weeks.
And also, I just wanted to mention for what you said last week, I'm excited to see her actually get into the ring with some other girls eventually. I love when females come in and they establish their character as a manager beforehand, and then they get involved. And we've seen Zelina, we've seen Thea go into in the ring before, so we know what she's capable of. So I'm just really excited with kind of the new crop of NXT. I'm feeling is going to be coming up in the next couple months. I feel she's one that they should really capitalize on and fixate and focus on, because she's the star. Like we've been talking for years about wanting to have this sexy Latina in WWE/NXT, and then we finally have this woman, and we finally have the right kind of character with her. I'm liking her character direction so far. But I do agree with you. She's looking for her look right now, so we'll see what she eventually comes up with.
Yeah. She definitely is looking for her signature look, but I don't like her name. I'm not. Maybe it's because I'm just starting to hear it. It's too close to Melina. I would prefer Selena instead of Zelina. So I think Selena Vega would have been better than Zelina Vega. But that's just me. But it's kind of a tongue twister. Like you like Zelina. Like I just can't with it. But it's fine. I'll get used to it.
It's a very we've never heard that name before in the wrestling world, right?
Yeah.
So it's very kind of like Xena Warrior Princess mixed in with Melina, so it's kind of like because what's this bitch's name again, kind of thing. So, but I feel like once they maybe fixate on her in a wrestling character standpoint, we'll remember her name.
Yeah. All right, now that Nick, we've talked about Zelina, we've discussed her. We're both looking forward to see what she has to offer in the coming future. But Nikki Cross last night was fucking a mess.
Oh my god.
I love Nikki Cross, but before I get to it real quick, I thought the tag team match between the guys were great. They worked really well together, and I'm really glad that Sanity picked up the belt. Like, I'm glad that they're the new champions, and they're kind of like passing the torch, and I feel like they've worked hard enough and long enough to get to this position. How do you feel about Sanity becoming tag team champions?
Yeah, I'm excited that Sanity are tag team champions. I kind of that was my prediction going into that match. I do love the Authors of Pain, but I feel Sanity as a tag team in NXT really needed to have that kind of establishment holding a title. So I'm excited about everything. And also just real quick, I don't know if we're going to chat about it, but shout out to Nikki Cross for being included in WWE 2K18. Hello.
Yes, I talked about it last week. The entrance was on fire. Did you like the entrance?
I loved the entrance. I thought they really capitalized really well on the whole character dynamic, but I loved fucking her running back and forth in the ring, and I'm just really excited because I thought maybe she would have been a DLC character. So now to have Nikki in the game, just the possibilities of having more women kind of excite me. So
definitely, and we're definitely gonna do a review of all the models when they're all released. So you'll see me, Nick, and Sam on the show, and we're gonna all be going over the superstars looks like we did in the previous games. It's always fun. I love doing that. That's one of my favorite things to do on this
Me too.
podcast.
I love that.
But girl, Nikki Cross went through a table. She had a cool little table spot in this match, and I thought it was dope. And like the crowd was really lit up for Nikki Cross. And like on social media, you had Liv Morgan tweeting that Nikki Cross is our idol or something like that. Like they were all she said that she's so cool or something like that. So shout out to Nikki. She had her little spot at Takeover. Takeover is a big deal, especially Takeover Brooklyn. So
I love that because I've seen a couple like tweets on Twitter being like WWE doesn't do intergender, and then it's like pause and they show that clip of like Nikki just getting pancaked between both those big dudes through the table, and it's a great little spot for her, and it showed her kind of character dynamic too because she got in the ring with Paul Ellering, kind of had that little face off. Then this bitch is just crazy jumping off onto one of the boys down there, and then so I just liked it. I thought it was a really innovative spot. It makes her stand out. She always stands out compared to the rest of the women anyways, but I feel like her getting involved and not having any fear, not giving a fuck with any of the big guys in the ring, it makes her stand out even more. So I like that about her.
I agree. Another sighting that we had on NXT TakeOver was the iconic duo who was sitting up in the bleachers with Daniel Bryan and Kurt Angle as they were scouting NXT talent to bring on over to the main roster. And it was
pitching their idea.
It was so cool to see Billie Kay and Peyton sitting over there just planting that motherfucking seed, trying to get their fucking foot in the door. So I thought it was cool. It was nice. It got fans talking, and everybody got excited to see them sitting over there talking to Daniel Bryan. So I hope the rumors are true that the Icons are coming up to the main roster. And I thought that this was a great little seed, a great they were just foreshadowing it basically. So the Icons are soon to get called up for sure, especially after the Mae Young Classics that they have all these girls coming in. I think the Icons are ready to move up. What about you, Nick?
That's true, especially with the Mae Young Classic girls. Hopefully, I mean, we already know that several of those competitors are already signed talent, but I know that after that comes out, the contracts are just going to be spilling. They'll probably sign at least 6-7 girls. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, to have the Icons come up, especially on SmackDown, because kind of teasing that with talking to Daniel Bryan and doing the little finger point thing and like just being catty, and like I could just see him being like, oh my god, these girls are so annoying, fine, I'll just give them contracts kind of thing, you know. So I'm really excited for that, and I think it would be a good time to have them come up, kind of develop that storyline whenever Nikki Bella comes back. We talked about it before, leading up to the Royal Rumble, so I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm going to touch on that again later, because you guys know I come with the tea every week. I always have the tea, and I like to gather the listening crew and just spill the tea. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But, bitch, let's start talking about Ember Moon's entrance with her little Red Robin Hood cape. I thought that was cute. I feel like she should have played a little bit more with it in the background, spread out her arms so we can see through it. But other than that, I loved her gear, especially her entrance gear. She had the whole armor on her shoulder and everything. She really looked like a warrior, and like she was going to war against Asuka, and Asuka is like the Empress Queen. She came out with that headpiece and her signature face mask. I just loved everything, and how sexy and like bolsty she comes out, and she's just waving her belt in everybody's face. Like, she's so super, she's so cocky, and like her arrogance is just like oozing through her pores. It's ridiculous. And I liked when they do when they have both competitors in the ring, they dim the lights and they put the two spotlights on. And as the announcer was announcing Asuka's just sitting there mimicking him the whole time.
I was going to say that. I love that. She's done that a couple times. It's so funny.
I loved it. I loved how cocky she was. And right when the bell rings, you get a drop kick from Ember Moon out of fucking nowhere. So, Nick, leaving it at that, what was your first impression of just the opening of this historic match between Asuka and Ember?
I was going to say, and I agree with you, this match was historic. This was one of the matches that I have followed throughout building up to TakeOver. I wish there was a little bit more, but seeing through the promos and stuff and kind of seeing the journey that Ember's gone through, her mic skills were very weak back at the beginning of this feud a couple months ago, but she's really grown on me. She's really kind of shown her improvements and shown this aggressive side of her. So leading up into the entrances, I loved Ember's look. I loved the crimped hair with her style. I loved the new green contacts as well.
Mm-hmm.
It looked just she looked beautiful. She looked like a war goddess, essentially. Like you said, she was going to war with the Empress of Tomorrow, and that bitch, I gagged when I seen her headdress. I was like, yeah, oh, Asuka. Asuka just knows, like, the transition from Asuka's character just being very slow, especially for a woman and a character that doesn't really talk too much and not have very many speaking roles. If you watch her career coming in, she always had this kind of confidence, but then since she's held this title for so long, it's transferred over into arrogance and the cockiness.
It's perfect.
And it's perfect. It's amazing for her character because I love when she's like, oh, nobody can defeat Asuka. And it's true because nobody can. And so her attire was beautiful. I love Asuka's outfits anyway. I always think it's very sexy, but her color scheme with the purple, I loved that.
She's so playful.
So yeah, that's kind of my opening thoughts with both their looks. They look very polished. Ember, this is probably the most she's looked polished since I've seen her on the roster.
Ember was made this past weekend. Ember Moon was made. Everybody knows who Ember Moon is. And we'll break it down, baby. Now let's get into it. Let's talk about how Ember Moon was made. First of all, the match started off hot, and Ember hits that cannonball off the top rope. I thought that was a great spot. And then all the spots, the canning rope, you hear me? The canning ball off the top rope outside of the ring. I thought that was dope. That was really shocking to me because, like, right off the bat, they started fighting outside of the ring. I thought it was really good when Asuka started working on Amber's shoulders, and then she stepped on her shoulder while she was wrenching her arm back and just kept, like, stomping on her. And I also liked the arm wrench. When she did the arm wrench and then flipped her on to the ramp earlier in the match. That's when she first started working on Ember's shoulder. I thought that was really strong. Asuka's vicious kicks were fucking dope. But you know what I really liked out of this whole match was the story in this match, how Ember was just taking a beating from Asuka when Asuka was working on her shoulder to the point where Ember couldn't even throw a punch, that she resorted to kicking, and she did that spot with her vicious kicks. Oh my God. I was like, you should ask my man. I got up from the couch. I was like, you better kick that bitch. You better kick bitch. I was like, yes. Like, I was into it. Like, I really didn't care who won because these two women were going at it. Also, I also loved when Asuka had Ember in the armbar, and she was being super playful and cocky and just showing up to Becky Lynch, who was sitting across from her in the ring, and fans posted videos of Asuka taunting Becky Lynch during the match. It's just that when we were watching the show, we couldn't really see it because of the cameras, but Asuka was taunting Becky Lynch with that. So I really loved that.
I think they really should have shown that.
They should have. I don't understand.
Because Asuka's going to be coming up to the main roster at some point very shortly. So it's like to just even have a little tease like that just with Becky. Like, oh. Yeah,
but Ember capitalized from Asuka, being playful, that she lifts her up and slams her. And Nick, what were your highlights? Because I could go on all day with the highlights from this match because we've all seen this match. This match was fucking dope, Nick. But any highlights for you?
Great. This match did not have any moments where I was like, to be honest with you, I felt it was a very back and forth, a very strategic style match, versus just kind of a spot here, oh my gosh, yeah. Like, I really felt like Ember, well, like you said, was going to war with Asuka. She's battled her before. She knew her weaknesses. And so, like you said, Ember was just kind of going out of the box. I like how Ember's been doing different moves. One of my favorite moves that she's been doing is kind of like that tornado suplex out of the corner. I think that's really cute. But yeah, one of my favorite spots is just Asuka's viciousness. I just love when she had her on the arm and she was just kind of doing those punt kicks, kind of very Japanese hard style to the face with Asuka, or with Ember, sorry. Just kicking her repeatedly over and over again.
I love that too. I also liked when when Ember did her back to those kicks. Those kicks were fucking everything. She kicked her a couple of times and then she ended up with the step up enziguri. That's when I just fucking popped from my seat.
That was a great little spot too, because like you said, Ember was so injured with her arm, right? So she was just like, you know what? I can't take her with my forearms. I'm gonna kick this bitch right out. And I loved the step up enziguri that really made it look very impactful, so yeah, there's a lot of spots that I really enjoyed. One of my other spots that I liked was kind of going back to their NXT, I think it was the Dallas one or wherever they were for the WrestleMania, when Asuka used the ref and started kind of trying to block behind him, and then Ember was like, fuck this bitch, and then she just did a diving crossbody over him. And then my main highlight was the Eclipse. I love the Eclipse.
Oh, it was beautiful.
And Asuka just sold it. And then I honestly...
Hello.
Wow! Look, bitch, you don't knock? Who is this?
The door was always open.
The door is always open. Well, hello, Sam Pelly the brand. How do you do?
Hi. I'm very warm.
Ooh.
A very warm night in Runcorn tonight.
Is it?
In the UK. I just walked home from work. Pardon?
I said a very
I walked through a big field and my boots, I've just traipsed in literally half a field. So I've got to clean my room later.
So, Sam, we just started talking about the Asuka versus Ember Moon match. We haven't got to the finish yet. We haven't talked about the finish yet.
Have you talked about the entire pay-per-view, though?
Just about. We just highlighted a little bit of the matches before Ember and Asuka. But
so Gargano and Almas was my match of the night, by the way. Just wanted to put that in there before I carry on.
How do you feel about Zelina?
I'm okay with it. I'm annoyed that Austin Aries isn't around right now, but
right.
It'd have been nice to see them, finally doing it together, but I'm okay with it.
It is what it is. But going back to Asuka versus Ember, your opening thoughts of this match, how did you feel about their entrances?
Oh, I loved Ember's green, by the way. I think it was a really great choice. I've never really been a fan of Asuka's outfits anyway. I think they're very samey, despite the fact that they're always a bit different. But there's never anything like, oh, that's a bit different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, but I loved the entrances. I thought they were brilliant. I loved Asuka's big coat thing that she had on, the big head
piece. Yeah, it was dope.
I couldn't really tell what it was a dress or a coat, but beautiful.
Yes. Well, back to the match. Another one of my highlight spots in this match was when when Asuka attempted to lock Ember in the Asuka lock when she knocked Ember down, and Ember tried to reverse it into a pin, and Asuka kicked out, and Ember came with the basement lariat. I love that.
Oh, that was brutal.
Yeah.
That was really dope, and I give shout out to Nigel and Morrow. They were going off in the commentary booth. They have great chemistry together. Those two can sell out WrestleMania just talking about a fucking ant grabbing a piece of cracker going down into a hole, and I will be sold. Because they were just really, like, getting me into this match even more. Like, the way that they were talking about, like, Ember needs to fight. She needs to dig deeper if she thinks that she can defeat somebody like Asuka. And they were talking about how Ember was fighting really hard. And you can see, like, the fight that was coming out of Ember to try to take down somebody like Asuka. And Asuka was shook, bitch. She was shook to the point where she grabbed the referee and put the referee in front of her once again, using the referee to try to distract Ember. But Ember jumps off the top rope into the crossbody and attempts to get a pinfall.
I love that because you can literally see she's like, nope, and then just jumps anyway.
And Asuka pulls the tights to try to cheat again, but the ref caught her. How do you guys feel about Asuka cheating in matches, especially when it comes to Ember Moon? I feel like Ember has her number, and Asuka knows that, but Asuka outsmarts her, and she always finds these ways to try to cheat. So, Sam, what do you feel about Asuka attempting to cheat these days?
I kind of like it. It's kind of a bit of a heelish kind of side of Asuka that was needed. But it's like she knows Ember is her biggest competition she's had so far. I mean, she's took down Bayley, she's took down the Icons, she's took down
Nia.
She's done everyone, and this is like the one which it's really only just like beating her. There's always been something that she's had to do just to get that little bit of an edge over her, and it's like Ember is the rival that we've needed for Asuka as well.
I don't know about that, bitch. But
no, I do know about that, bitch.
Nick, what are you?
Ember is the rival that we've needed for Asuka because Asuka, she challenges on both mic and in ring. Ember isn't the greatest on the mic, but neither is Asuka.
No, I don't feel like that's important. I feel like with this feud, the mic wasn't important, and I'll digress after. I'll digress. But Nick, how do you feel about Asuka cheating?
Oh, I love it. I think it really adds just another dimension into her character, especially, like Sam said, kind of like transitioning into the heel character that we talked about earlier as well. And I think it's interesting that she only does it with Ember, and I think that made it a little bit more to the storyline aspect, because Ember's like, you have beaten the greatest, but like, you only take shortcuts with me, and it's like, what the fuck? But I like how Asuka's like, yeah, I know I take the shortcuts, but I'm smarter than you. Like, that's how I feel. Like she knows that she's on the same wrestling level, but she's still confident and cocky enough. Like, Ember's not smart enough to do any of these things.
She's more intelligent.
Yes.
I agree, and I feel like it's
more like ring intelligent.
I feel like it's only natural for Asuka to be cocky at this point, because she's just ran through every bitch they put in front of her. Asuka's knocked them down.
The bitch has an undefeated streak longer than Goldberg. Like, good God, she's like, what, 500 in
506 days?
And it's well deserved. It's well deserved, because nobody's as believable as Asuka in that ring to have an undefeated streak out of all the women. You can yell at me until you're blue in the face about who can defeat Asuka in NXT right now. Nobody is ready for Asuka. I've been tweeting that all day, and one of the listeners was like, okay, James, we get it. Shut up. Nobody's ready for Asuka. And I'm like, because apparently there's an eclipse today, and I went outside at work. I went to go see the eclipse. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, the eclipse is cute. And then I went back to my desk and I tweeted, just saw the eclipse, but nobody is ready for Asuka.
I love it.
I loved it, but with Asuka cheating and everything, I thought it was great. I loved when Moon goes up and she does that the fucking, was it when she did the eclipse that Asuka was playing possum? Was it no, it was after the super kick, because Moon super kicked Asuka after Asuka tried to cheat when she was pinning her, and then she went for the cover, and she took too long to go back to go grab Asuka. Asuka was playing possum, so Asuka tried to get her in the armbar, and Moon was trying to reverse out of it. She was scratching and clawing, and then when Asuka locked in that Asuka lock, I was like, oh hell no. And I feel like maybe this is me being a bit hype about the match, but I really feel like Ember sold Asuka's finisher the best. A fucking chokehold. Ember sold that. I loved how she was screaming and crying and scratching, literally scratching Asuka's legs and her arms trying to get out of it, and she ended up tapping.
It was like watching someone get murdered.
Yeah. And like the crowd reaction was fucking crazy when that bell rang and they placed the belt back on the champion Asuka, and I just love that Ember got that standing ovation from the crowd and the respect from the crowd. The crowd was really lit. These women really entertained us this past weekend, so kudos to those two. I love them.
Do you think it's that was like Ember's swan song?
No, absolutely not. Even though
So.
I've heard that there's been rumors and talks of her and Black. Dave Metzler made a mention today on one of his blogs that there's been talks about Asuka, Moon and Aleister Black moving up to the main roster, but they were just talk. So I don't know. But Nick, how did you feel about the finish of the match?
What was that? I can't hear you over Sam's snacking
Sam.
or whatever he's doing over there.
What you click-clacking over there? Now you gotta tell us.
Are you using Gigi's can?
Huh?
What?
He is talking through a can right now.
Are you moving around? Because you're
No.
losing service now.
I'm not bad.
Oh, okay. All right, now it sounds good. But Nick,
Okay.
what are your thoughts of the finish? Did you like the finish?
I love the finish. I love it. Like you said, I do like the struggle. I don't know if Ember was the best with selling the move per se. I've always thought Bailey's was really nice. How she just kind of passed out.
Oh, that was good.
Looked dead from it, you know. But this Sal, I really liked how she was struggling around, just kind of looked like a baby deer getting caught in
a boa constrictor.
And the bitch just wasn't going anywhere, and she just had to tap out. But the standing ovation at the end, like we mentioned earlier, has established Ember Moon as kind of fun to watch now. So that's why I don't think she's going anywhere. I think she's only been in NXT for a year, so I feel they just need to keep capitalizing.
Apollo Crews wasn't even there for a year, and he went up.
That's true.
Yeah, and look how that turned out. So.
Yeah, and Triple H, we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah.
Because, actually, let's talk about it right now. Because for the people that are complaining about Asuka still carrying on as the women's champion on NXT, that it's too long, that it's not good for the other women. It's really, we're gonna sit and bitch and complain about Asuka's reign. We've never seen a woman in WWE dominate like Asuka. Let it be Asuka. Okay, we've seen Sasha and Charlotte and Bailey and Becky do amazing things in WWE. Why can't Asuka have her thing? I don't get it. I firmly believe that Asuka should be undefeated in NXT at this point. Nobody should be able to touch her. She needs to vacate that championship and take the call up to the main roster. Because here's the thing. You guys are like, oh, they're not building other people in NXT. They're not putting the belt on another superstar like Ember or the Icons. It's not fair. They're not making them look good. Bitch, NXT is not the goal. That is not the fucking goal. The goal is to be on the main roster with WWE on Raw and SmackDown doing these pay-per-views. That's the motherfucking goal. So what they're doing right now with Asuka is to make sure she doesn't fail when she moves on to the main roster, so she can go up and already have that card behind her that says, ain't no bitch in NXT pin me, so who's gonna try it here? So it's already built. It's a built-in storyline. It's been going on for a long time now. Almost 2 years this woman's been champion. And I gotta be honest with you guys. There's nobody that Triple H has booked and ready and, having matches right now that can beat fucking Asuka, and I can believe it. There is nobody. Maybe Kari, who's in that Mae Young Classics right now, she could probably be that one to give it to her, because this girl is familiar with Asuka's strong style. She's familiar with the territory that Asuka's from. That can be believable. But everybody else, I'm sorry, they can't. And the other thing quickly is Triple H is not a fucking idiot, you guys. He's not dumb. He sees that these people that's come from NXT that are moving up to the main roster are not doing so well. They're not as successful. Look at Ty Dillinger, for example. Oh, we love them in NXT. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. He gets to the main roster, he gets the 10 chance, and then it dies down. They ain't giving him much. They ain't putting him in storylines. But when you have somebody like Asuka who's believable in the way that she's been booked on NXT to move her back up to the main roster, it's gonna be like, oh, this bitch is here now? Oh, hell no. Who's gonna be the one to beat her? All the girls on NXT couldn't beat her. Who's gonna be the one to beat her on the main roster? Then somebody on the main roster will have that huge payoff. That's how I feel. And you guys have any thoughts about that?
No, I agree. That sounds perfect. I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna challenge you.
What about you, Nick?
I won't challenge that because, I mean, if anybody challenges that, they're getting dragged down the river.
You're damn right.
Wig collection. But, I mean, like, yeah, I definitely agree with that. I feel Triple H is capitalized very well on Asuka's character, and I agree. I don't think she should be defeated in NXT. I feel she should keep that title and then just vacate it and then have a tournament with a lot of the other women down there.
I think they'll make a big deal of it, though. Like, losing it. You know, like, having to vacate it. I think she'll proper, like, kick off about it.
What do you mean?
She'll probably snap and probably like take out most of the division there and then just walk out.
Wouldn't it be great if this is what they do? They call William Regal is in the ring and he tells Asuka they want you up on the main roster because we all know that NXT you go to the main roster, so make it into a storyline. Asuka, they want you up to the main roster. You're gonna have to vacate your championship. Asuka's like, no, it's mine. It's mine. I take it with me. You know what I mean? And William Regal's like, no. He tries to take the belt. He takes the belt from her, and Asuka kicks him in the head. You know what I mean? And then they take, they gotta go with her. They have to go with her. The way that this bitch is being booked like a beast and how cocky and arrogant she is, I think it would be great for her to leave NXT so impactful like that by full-on heel turn. And when she goes on to the main roster, it's like, all right, game on. Who's gonna be the bitch? Charlotte? Is it gonna be you? Becky? Is it gonna be you? Bailey? Is it gonna be you? Sasha? Is it gonna be you? Like, who's it gonna be? Because nobody in NXT is ready for Asuka. I love that. And it is what it is. So if you're mad about it and you're disappointed and you feel like NXT is stale right now because they won't get the belt off of Asuka, well, NXT's not the goal, boo. I'm sorry. That's it. That's all I gotta say for it. It's pretty obvious. But let's move on to the next match. Black versus Atami. I love this match. This is a dream match for me, especially when Aleister Black first debuted. I was like, oh my god, I like this guy. He's pretty dope in the ring. Oh, I like his movesets. And then when they set him up with Atami, I was like, what? 2 strikers in a match? What? Bitch, I was sold. I packed my bags. I moved. And I was here for it. But what I will say is
Sorry.
Some of the fucking analogies you had, James,
I was just here for it. I had to follow it, bitch. I was going on the road too. I packed my bags. I was like, yep, let's go. I'm here for this match. Let's go. Where's my stuff? But I loved it. Let's start off with the entrance. I love the entrance. I loved how Aleister Black rose from the dead and then walked across a performing band that was going off, knocking their heads around like, yo, they better not hit him. They better watch out. He's right behind you. But he literally just walked right through them like a spirit. Just elegantly floated through them while they were performing. Loved it. And then Atami.
You can hear me snickering in the back.
Shut up. And then Atami came out. I thought it was a great match between the two of them. Did you guys like the match? Sam, did you like it?
Can I be honest?
Yes, be honest.
When I seen the card, this was like my toilet break match. This was like okay, I'm going to get myself ready for bed because, it's very late in the morning over here.
How about you get yourself ready for bed right now, bitch? Because I'm done with you. Like, really?
So no, let me talk.
Go ahead.
So, I watched the entrances because I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I don't like Hideo Itami. I'm really sorry, Nick. I know you love him, but I just don't.
Me? I'm not.
I love him.
That's James. I'm impartial with Hideo.
I know you fancy him, so I'm assuming that you like.
Me? No.
Anyway.
You got him fucked up, bitch. You better give that title to me. That is all me.
Anyway, I did not want to watch this match. This was like my toilet break. So I watched the entrances. I thought Aleister Black's entrance was amazing because I love his theme music.
Me too.
It's spot on. I love it. It's amazing.
What about you?
And then,
go on.
Yeah, so then the match started, and I was like, right, okay, I'm going to, make myself a drink and get my things and whatnot. And then I came back upstairs, and then Black had been, busted open. That was, early on in the match.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. And I was like, oh. And then I watched it all, and I liked it, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't miss a lot of it. I missed, maybe a minute or two of it. So I'm not mad. It was an okay match. I was glad that I watched it, but I wasn't hyped for it originally because I'm not a huge Atami fan. I don't really rate him, to be honest. Sorry.
Whatever, bitch. What about you,
He's
Nick?
too injury prone for me. He's too injury prone. And I know all the time that my opinions are really not agreed with by everyone. But I think he's just too injury prone, and I'm just not okay with him. That's my opinion. Opinions like arseholes. Everyone's got one, and not all are pretty.
That's fine.
You're entitled to that wrong opinion.
Amen.
Okay.
What about you, Nick? What were your thoughts of the match?
Yeah, I like Hideo. He's not my, sexy thing. That's James. Don't get it twisted. He's been wanting to bang this boo for, 3 years.
You watch your tongue, bitch.
Watch your tongue.
You better watch your mouth. But yeah, so I liked the match. It was very hard hitting. They're both really hard hitting strikers, like James mentioned. So, and what's Aleister Black's finisher name? Fade into blackness.
Fade
or
to
something?
black.
It's the black mask. That's Big Kick. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
That's brutal.
Jesus.
My friend says that.
It was nice how he hit Atami with it out of nowhere. I thought it was dope. I just love the match. He has a good look. But Drew McIntyre is our new NXT champion, so shout out to him. Congratulations. I thought it was a great match. Strong match, but bitch, the ending, Daddy Cole. Adam Cole finally made his debut, you guys. Now, longtime listeners know my love and affection for Adam Cole and Brad Maddox. I've been loyal, bitch. You guys know how loyal I've been. Ever since Brad Maddox left, I tried to side with Jason Jordan, but we didn't work out because now he's doing that corny shit, and I low-key think Jason Jordan's gay. I'll leave that over there. But other than that, I'm so glad that he's here. And he looks so dreamy with his black button up with the tight pants. And I like his little crew that he had with him. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. Anyways, it's all about Adam Cole, baby. That's what I go for. Did I call him Adam O'Reilly?
No, you got him Adam Cole.
No, Kyle O'Reilly. What's his name?
You said Kyle.
Is it Kyle O'Reilly?
Yes, bitch.
It is. It's Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh, I don't know. I know that he had a big feud with Adam Cole before, but I've never been a fan of his, but whatever. I'm just so glad that Adam Cole's here. How do you guys feel about this whole new stable and stuff? They look legit. They look like they're ready to come fuck shit up on NXT. I'm super excited for this.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait. I feel like the match itself was brilliant, but in all honesty, I cannot remember a single spot because the ending was so epic.
Right. It overshadowed it.
Yeah. So, I can't really think of how the match ended now, but I was like, oh, the ending. Yeah.
Drew was just on fire throughout this match. Bobby Roode is very generic, and I feel like that's part of the reason why you can't remember what really happened in the match, because he's just a generic, basic wrestler with a great personality.
Drew is a generic, basic wrestler.
Who?
Drew.
Drew? Are you kidding?
No, I will agree with that too, Sam. I find Drew McIntyre very, very boring to watch.
Oh, wow. Yeah. More than Bobby Roode, wrestling-wise.
Yes. Oh, hell yes.
No, you guys.
His finisher is a weird dropkick knee thing. If it was the DDT, it would have been brilliant ending. You know, the DDT used to do.
He did the DDT in the match.
He did that DDT.
But if that was the finishing, that would have been great. But that was stupid running.
Kid, look at the size of him. He's 6'5", doing a running fucking drop kick like that. Are you kidding me? And the way you guys are wilding. You guys are wilding. Listeners, let me know who you with. Don't get it twisted. Bobby Roode is super entertaining. I love him as a heel character. Don't get me wrong. I love his cocky, arrogant ass. I love his orange skin. I'm here for it. But when it comes into the ring as performing movesets, you're gonna tell me that Bobby Roode's moveset is better than Drew McIntyre's movesets?
Yes.
I don't
wow.
I don't like both of their movesets, but they're not memorable. I don't know half of Drew McIntyre's moveset other than his DDT and that running.
Did you guys watch the match?
Yes.
I can't believe. All right, the listeners is just gonna have to settle this for us because I'm just.
The one part I did like about the match because Bobby is one of the bigger guys. He did like a tilt-a-whirl kind of like just kind of going into the head scissors and then transitioning.
Yeah,
that was nice.
I thought that was nice.
That was cute.
It was cute, but I don't know. They're not like my big favorites, so like I wasn't really looking forward to that match at all. Anyway,
but that's not what I'm alluring to. I'm just saying like I don't think they put the belt on Drew McIntyre because Drew McIntyre is better than him. Because word on the street is, you guys know I always got the tea. Everybody come close. Word on the street is that WWE wants Bobby Roode as soon as possible. They want him on the main roster ASAP. So I feel like that's why they put the belt on Drew McIntyre off the bat, and then set him up with this whole Ring of Honor alliance that's going on for them to feud with him. So I feel like that's the only reason why they put the belt on Drew McIntyre. I'm not saying that Drew McIntyre is like better than Bobby Roode overall, but I'm just saying when it comes to movesets, if you're gonna compare the two, I'm going with Drew. And I just find it so crazy that you guys don't think so. I just can't. All right.
I just find both of them really basic. So
okay, guys, now let's talk about something really interesting. So shout out to Takeover. It was amazing, but we spent a lot of time on Takeover. But
we did that.
Now we got SummerSlam. We only got 2 matches to talk about on SummerSlam, and then we could talk a little bit about the main event. But I just got to drag the fans real quick. You guys know this is my favorite spot of the show. I just got...
Let me take my seat. Let me get a drink here as you do your reading.
Okay, so it's Saturday night, and it's... What is it, like 1 a.m. in the morning. Sasha Banks decides to leave her hotel room to go grab a box of pizza with her husband. Now, I've dissected this video, I've watched it, because, you know, I'm a journalist nowadays. I want to get my information with all the fake news going on in the world. And I'm an American, so, you know, everything's a mess these days when it comes to fucking Donald Trump and all that bullshit. But, so I was like, let me watch and see what everybody's mad at Sasha Banks for. So I see the girl clearly walking out of her hotel on the phone. She's walking across the street. She meets up with her husband, and the fan starts booing her. And then I see her grab a box of pizza. So she comes walking back with the box of pizza in her hand with her husband, and the crowd is just booing her. And then they rip her apart on social media, calling her a bitch, a diva, arrogant, she's rude. These are the people that put her in this position these days, that she should stop and take a picture, at least say hello to them. Demand. So before I give you guys my opinion, Sam, what did you think about this situation?
Well, I didn't really hear much about it until I seen your tweet about it. Mm-hmm. I really don't care. If she wants to get pizza, go let her get pizza. No, she has a private life. She doesn't have to go. Yeah, I guess she's in the public eye and whatnot, and she's seeing fans, but she has a private life as well. She shouldn't have to be in the public eye all the time. If she wants a pizza with her boyfriend at 1 a.m., she's going to get a pizza with her boyfriend at 1 a.m. Or husband, sorry. I don't care. Let her live her own life.
What about you, Nick? What are your thoughts? Did you see this, Nick?
I'm good. Yeah, I didn't see it, but I heard about it, and I'm going to go off a little bit. You know what really fucking pisses me off about these stupid fans online is that there's been this whole epitome of Sasha Banks being a bitch for years to her fans. Mm-hmm. And everybody's always saying she's mean, she's not good to her fans, yada. So I feel like at any moment or opportunity that somebody has something bad to say about her that reflects on that, they're going to take it. The bitch has a big big SummerSlam match coming that weekend. Who knows if she knew she was winning then or not. But I mean, she's going out in the middle of the night to get a pizza with her husband. Hello. And first of all, why would she go over and take photos and interact with fans that are booing at her? Like that just doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know, for a fan who's been to a couple of wrestling events and like the wrestlers going in and out and trying to just go and get a bite to eat or go to the gym or do this and that, and fans just harassing them, it's really annoying. And it's like I find it disrespectful. And to be honest, if I was in one of their positions, I would be named one of those bitchy people or have a diva attitude, because it's not fair. I just don't like how other wrestlers could get away with it. Like CM Punk has been notorious for just not giving a fuck when he's doing his own thing and fans coming up to him. People don't give him a lot of shade for it. Yet Sasha, who's not even rude, I've seen her numerous times with other videos going up and hugging fans, running at them, doing lots of nice things. It's just annoying. So
you know why they're all upset? This is why they're all upset. Because Sasha ain't here for you guys' fucking bullshit. I'm sorry.
No, sure.
This bitch, like Nick said, she had a big match the next night, and it was 1 a.m. in the morning. And she just finished doing NXT, and, all the promotion and all this good stuff. So she wanted to grab a box of fucking pizza to go
And the bitch is hangry.
And
okay?
she's done signings all fucking week. All weekend, they're over there signing autographs for people. So you fucking people want to sit outside her motherfucking hotel and yell at her when she comes down to get food to go eat with her husband so she could catch some sleep and then wake up in the morning because she has a big day ahead of her, and you guys are going to give her shit? This is why I say you guys are a bunch of fake-ass fans, because you guys are the same motherfuckers that cheer and scream her name when she comes out, but yet when she fucking dogs you guys out for fucking booing her initially, because you guys didn't even know what the fuck she was walking across the street to go do, but you guys were quick to fucking stab her right in the back as she walked across the street and stop fucking booing her. Then you guys want to sit around and say that you guys are fans of Sasha Banks. You guys ain't a fan of Sasha Banks. You guys are nothing but fucking piranhas. You guys all want attention. You guys all want a picture for the fucking selfie to be like, oh, look, I took a picture with Sasha Banks. But yeah, you guys are quick to stab her in the motherfucking back. I don't fuck with fake ass fans like that. Like, I just can't stand it. And then for the fucking fans that sit on Twitter on their fucking asses and sit there and think that they know everything that's going on in the world and try to talk shit on her like, no, she decided to be a wrestler. She knew she was going to be in the public eye. So you mean to tell me if you need to say you're a WWE superstar and you're on your way to go take a motherfucking shit and you're talking on the phone and I come hauling you down, telling you to take a picture with me, and you say, no, I gotta go, or you don't even answer me and you keep it moving, and I go on Twitter and I talk about how much of a fucking bitch you are, am I right? Does that make me right? No, it doesn't. Let the bitch eat, let the bitch live. And get a fucking life. Like, what the fuck are they doing sitting outside of a fucking hotel at 1 a.m. in the morning? What are you doing?
That's creepy. That's creepy as fuck.
What are you doing? Where's security? Where's security? They're loitering. They shouldn't even be there. Where's security?
Yeah.
Like, what is this? Like, no, Sasha Banks did it right. She kept it the fuck moving. I ain't stopping for take a picture for no motherfucker at 1 a.m. in the morning. Suck my dick. Fuck you,
And
fucking.
think about it. This bitch probably don't even have on like a full face of makeup or nothing. She's going to bed after getting a little bit of
I
rest. You really
can't.
think this bitch want to go take 15, 20 photos with a bunch of people that are booing at her?
I couldn't believe. Yeah, fuck them. Whoever's mad at Sasha Banks for that, fuck you. No, fuck
you,
you.
bitch.
Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. Get a life. Go get a man. Go lay up with your man at night and stop worrying about what fucking Sasha Banks is doing, bitch. Fuck you. I don't care if it was SummerSlam weekend. I don't give a shit, because you guys will do this at an airport. You guys will do this outside of her fucking wedding if she told you guys what. You know what I mean? That's why she did everything on the low. Sasha likes to be private. She's not on fucking Total Divas. Had she been on Total Divas like a Nikki Bella, I would have been like, okay, Nikki Bella knows there's gonna be fans out there. She should just, you know what I mean? It's different. Sasha don't want that. She don't want that. Nikki Bella does. So if you're all for the one that just stops and takes pictures with everybody, like, not even Nikki. Nikki has her days too, where she's just like, yo, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm trying to grab this pizza and my wine, of course, because, you know, Nikki loves her wine, girl. But, like, don't come for Sasha. But what you can come for Sasha is that fucking thing she wore for her entrance at fucking SummerSlam.
Oh,
that we could come at her for.
awful.
Now, let's talk about that. We have a backstage segment of Sasha walking up to Bayley, and we get huge boos for Bayley. And you know why? I'm not surprised.
Poor Bayley, eh?
Poor Bayley, nothing. I fucking blame WWE and Bayley for not sticking up for herself. I'm sorry. I'm tired of these superstars. They just keep it moving and they don't say anything when booking has just been terrible trash. I'll be on my Emma. I'll be on Twitter. Even if they have me on the top tier, like, Bayley's booking has been trash and garbage. Like, people love Bayley, okay? Kids and their mothers, they love Bayley. You know, mothers will go out and buy all her merch and stuff like that. But Bayley needs purpose. She needs a storyline. There's nothing. She has nothing going on for her in the rest. She's just having matches to just become number one contender. That's all that's going on with her and Alexa Bliss. There's no purpose for her. Same thing that happened with Roman Reigns and John Cena is happening to Bayley, because Vince just wants to push her to the top with no purpose. There's no purpose. It's just because they want her to be on the top. Fans will always reject them. I don't understand why they won't learn from this mistake, and Bayley's basically ruined at this point. Do I feel like they can salvage Bayley? I don't know. What are your thoughts? You think they could salvage Bayley at this point?
I'm hoping they can't.
Well, Sam, you've never been a fan of hers. That's obvious.
But I did actually have a slight little Bayley moment when... So you seen the backstage bit where Sasha was seeing Bayley and then she was walking out, and her music was going for a fair bit before she came out. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, has Bayley attacked her?
I know, I thought that too.
With a heel Bayley turn.
She just
and then she walked out in that ridiculous little shrine, which looks like she's stolen from some sort of empire, but it looked like it was made from like a kindergarten class or something. Oh my god, it was awful.
What about you, Nick? How do you feel about Bailey and Sasha's coat?
Okay, well, first of all,
I use the term coat lightly there.
Coat very loosely, honey. That looks like something that she made at Party City, bitch. Like, what is going on with that? I felt really bad because I know that her husband designs her gears, so I'm like, bitch, you did her dirty. What is that? She had to hold it up. She couldn't even, like, properly walk down the ramp with it. I get the vision she wanted to go for, but Asuka just did this huge headpiece last night. I would have scrapped it completely. I would have been like, okay, whatever. No,
I would have.
But as for Bailey, to be honest, I'm happy that it was Sasha versus Alexa. I wasn't looking forward to another Bailey-Alexa match. And I am a fan of Bailey, but I do agree it's just the poor booking WWE has given her the past couple months, ever since her main roster debut. They just don't know what the fuck to do with her and what to do with her characters. So they really did a big drop down. Could we see Bailey turn heel at some point? I don't know. Like, I don't really know if she could fill that role, if she could be a convincing heel, who knows? But I mean, now that Sasha is champion now, it will be interesting. I know that Bailey's going to only be out for about like maybe 2 months or so. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, the Party City little fan, it looked like she made in like grade 9 art class. I was just like, oh, Sasha.
Girl, all I was thinking was, what in the Jurassic Park's creature is this? It just reminded me of that monster from Jurassic Park. Like, I just couldn't get over it. It was super floppy. She had to hold it up herself. At one point, I was like, where's her other arm? And Jared started laughing. I was like, no, seriously, where's her arm? And then I realized that she was holding it up. And she looked embarrassed to wear it. Like, Sasha wasn't wearing that outfit. That outfit was wearing her. It swallowed her up because she looked embarrassed. And I was like, Sasha, this thing is not looking right. Like Nick said, scrap it, because it's all about execution. And honey, that shit was just a fucking fail. Like, honestly, it was a mess. And then we get Alexa Bliss comes out. She comes out to a huge pop, but her promo for No Mercy was cute, bitch. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, well, that was on like just before the match, and I was texting my friend as it was on, and I said, is this sort of like an omen that she's going to win the match tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Because, she's obviously going to be like the cover of No Mercy. So I was quite intrigued.
Nick, did you like it?
I thought it was really cute, actually. It was kind of a throwback to
very cheerleadery
too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was cute.
She was like competitive cheer when she was in high school and college, I believe, too. So it was kind of like, okay, that's cute. I watched it with my dad. My dad didn't know what the fuck was going on with it. He's never seen Alexa Bliss before, so this was the first time he's get to see her in a wrestling match. But that was the first time he's ever seen her, so he's like, what's going on with this girl? And I'm like, oh, that's not her gimmick. Don't worry about it, Daddy. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I loved her gear. I love the high pony with Alexa. She always slays that.
I don't like the high pony on Alexa. I like the two pigtails. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. It looked a mess. She looked like a bird at some points. Like, I was like, nah.
Oh.
But
you guys are cool.
So the bell rings. There was a lot of tension in the ring, like beef between the two of them. Like, I could see it. Like, you could cut the tension with a fucking knife. I was like, damn, these two, do they have murder beef? Like, what is going on between Sasha and Alexa Bliss? Something's going on. But some of the highlights for this match that I liked was the stiff lockups in the beginning of the match. I thought it was great. I liked them trading shots between the two of them. I like how Sasha backs up when the referee got in between them, and then she just nails Alexa. And another one of my top spots was when Alexa Bliss got on the top rope and she did the insult to injury off the top rope. I thought that was really dope.
That was amazing.
Very impactful. It was a great spot for for Alexa. What do you guys think?
That was like my highlight of the match, and I'm kind of annoyed that you just told everyone that.
Oh, well, just jump in. Just jump in if you hear your favorite. But the match was very Bliss heavy. Like, Alexa Bliss had a lot. Oh, sorry, I just hit the mic. Sorry, guys. Alexa Bliss had a lot of Sasha didn't have any defense in this offense in this match. It was all fucking Alexa Bliss. Alexa was all over her with the knee. I loved her whole content with the knee strikes. It was like knee strike after knee strike. I loved how she was just jabbing fucking Sasha's face into her knees. And I also
I like that too. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Put in that I like how she's been incorporating new moves into her moveset. Mm-hmm. Like how she did it was kind of like a Nikki Bella inspired like snapmare knee type thing.
Yo, when she reversed it looked like she's gonna do a neck breaker, and then she swerves them around into her knee. I like that. That was really dope.
Yes, I like that. And I know a lot of fans are always bitching that Alexa only has like the 5 moves of doom type thing. But the bitch is creative with her move sets. My dad thought that she was a little luchador girl at first. I'm like, she's kind of more vicious, kind of more heel like, and I love that she's not afraid to like stand on the bitch's hair and pull on it, and like stuff like that. And she really worked over Sasha's arm. I do like how Sasha, speaking of new moves, I like how she's been incorporating like shining wizards and stuff. And bitch, when she had Alexa in the corner, like down in the corner, and was just doing the rapid knee strikes, kind of like Paige style, at least 2 of those connected with the poor girl's face. I was like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, they're super stiff towards each other. Like, something's going on between the 2 of them.
They've been like that for years, honey. And like,
I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how it goes.
But some people just don't click.
I watched an interview. I watched an interview with Alexa over this weekend at the 2K premiere, and some guy, he was a terrible interviewer. He was so nervous to be around her, but he asked, he's like, with some of the online rumors, is it true that there's actual beef between you and Sasha? And then she just kind of got a little quiet, and she said, it doesn't matter what Sasha says as long as it goes and improves into our match, she can say whatever she wants. And then she just walked off. I was like, oh.
So it's true. It's true. They got beef. Like, it is what it is. Like, listeners, one of the listeners from the listening crew sent me a question last week and asked me if I think that they have beef. I was like, I don't know, but from what it seems like, I'll answer your question now. Yes, they got beef, because every second.
If you remember too, back in NXT, Sasha broke Alexa's nose during one of the matches. Like, she's been quite stiff with her. If you go back and watch some of the matches when Alexa first started, Sasha was just dragging this poor
I think they had beef. I think they had beef way before Sasha even broke her nose. I think that just made it worse. Some people just don't click. Some people just don't get along. Like, we've seen it here doing this podcast. You know how it is.
Yes, we have, bitch.
Some people just don't click, bitch. It is what it is. But back to the match. I loved when
like that Sam bitch. Oh my
god. Sam with the lip pop. I love the spot in the corner where Sasha reversed Alexa Bliss's little rolling corner bomb and slammed her right back into the top turnbuckle. I thought that was very impactful. It opened up the match for Sasha Banks. She hit the Banks statement. Alexa Bliss escapes from the Banks statement. She rolls out of the ring, and then she pulls the apron as Sasha comes following her. Sasha goes flying and crashing down. So, she tries to get a 10 count out from that by bringing her into the ring and then throwing her back outside. And I liked how Sasha Banks kicked out of the Twisted Bliss. I really thought that was it for the match at that point. And then she tries to set her up with the DDT. Sasha Banks counters it, puts her back into the Banks statement, and Sasha wins the championship. I was a bit surprised that they went with Sasha. I'll be honest. I didn't see that coming. I really thought Alexa Bliss was going to retain. What about you, Nick?
So did I.
What are your thoughts, Nick, of the finish?
I love the match in general. I thought these girls work really well with each other. They've got good chemistry. I always like if there is actual real life beef between certain wrestlers when they do get in the ring, it showcases more through their matches and makes it more of an intense kind of match, which I always enjoy. So for the finish, it kind of just felt a little lackluster for me. Like, both of the women's finishes from SummerSlam just kind of felt like, there wasn't much of a kind of big build to it, if you know what I mean. Like, there were so many great spots throughout the match. I just kind of felt they could have executed the finish a bit more if Sasha was to win. I originally thought Alexa was going to win and kind of retain, kind of keep the title for a little bit, just because Sasha was just kind of a quick throw into this match as a replacement. But yeah, I mean,
I actually shouted no when they lost, by the way.
Oh.
When she lost, I literally knowed at my telly.
When who lost? When Alexa lost?
When Alexa lost, I literally was like, no!
Oh, so you didn't want her to lose either?
No.
No, me either. But, it happened. Now we're just going to have to see what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw between the 2 of them and see if they... clearly, Alexa Bliss is entitled to her rematch. So we'll see what Raw does with this. But overall, I thought it was a good match.
So, just one more thing I wanted to add in with them. I'd like to see their next match to have a stipulation of some sort. Because, they've already had the first 2 matches. This feud is getting a little personal, so I'd like to see maybe a no disqualification.
Oh my God. Sam, quick, hide the kendo sticks. Just hide them.
Hide them. Run.
I don't want to see another kendo stick. I just don't. I can't. But you know what I do want to see is another fucking Naomi entrance with the glowing belt, bitch, because I'm gonna miss it. The bitch glowed.
No.
Oh my god, I'm gonna miss it. But let's start off with Naomi. Naomi came out with that fucking fur coat that was glowing in the dark. I was like, wow, like that really like got me. I was like, wow, oh my god, that was a cute one. I like that coat. You know, I'm not a fan of Naomi switching it up on us. I'm not a fan of it, but I like that coat. I thought it was cute. Her entrance was on fire. Her hair was super bright this weekend. I thought it was really Naomi looked great.
Yellowy.
It was a bit yellowy, but it was really bright. I see what she wanted to do. She wanted it to glow really, really bright for the pay-per-view. But I think she kind of overdid it, that it didn't glow as it usually does. I don't know, but it still looked great. It still looked great to me. And then Natty comes out looking a bit like Bret Hart a bit, and I loved her new cast suit with the pink, and it was like her WrestleMania gear, but in pink. Loved it. I thought it was great.
Probably my favorite cat suit from Natty.
I feel really bad that I never noticed any difference in her cat suits.
Really?
Oh.
Are you?
Because there's so much detail in each of her cat
So
suits.
beautiful.
Maybe if I looked at a couple of them like all side by side, then I'd
Natty,
like see the difference. But I don't really have noticed anything.
I think Natty has my favorite gear out of the women. I love her
you've
gear.
said this in the past, and like.
I love it. I love it since Brie Bella. Remember Brie had my favorite gear.
My favorite gear, by the way, just like a quick side note. Did you see that awful picture Carmella put up?
Oh, with her gear?
Ugh.
I think it was just a cute little outfit that she was wearing just for fun.
Her little romper piece, yeah, that was just like a back.
That was a swimsuit. She was wearing is it the swimsuit, Sam?
Yeah.
That looks like a jersey.
Oh my god, it was ugly.
Whatever. Like I'm not a fan of it either, but I see that she was just being playful.
Get it off!
Yeah, she could have wore something else. Like, girl, it's SummerSlam. But
Yeah.
right off the bat, Natty slaps the dog shit out of fucking Naomi when the bell rings. I love Natty. Natty was so vocal throughout this match. They started early going off with each other, but another thing with Naomi, her hair and her makeup did look good. I loved how her hair was styled and everything. When the lights came on and her hair was super bright like that, and her makeup and her gear looked cute. She looked flawless. I just wish Natty did a little more with her hair. Like, she just had the natural, her little, it was like an easy cat bun ears on her head.
Little space buns.
It was very basic. I like the other ones I like, Sam, the ones that they twist and turn it, and then I love those. It's cute.
A girl that I work with does also quite like with those, and I'm like, I love your hair, Jess.
It's cute. I know Nick doesn't like it.
I was gonna say, to be honest, the little space buns with Natty have grown on me because the bitch won't change it up. But
so look,
these ones were a little like too small. I prefer when she has those really big ones, like when she had her gold cat suit. That's another one of my favorite ones that she has. When she won at Battleground.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, she's got like a black and gold one.
yes,
Yeah,
you need to open your eyes, boo-boo, and get off Tinder and watch when Natty's on TV. Okay? I don't care.
Tinder, more like Grindr.
Everybody's getting dragged today.
I'm not Nick. Nick, that's you. Look at the daddy.
Boo-boo, I am taken now. Thank you very much.
He is spoken for, okay?
Lol. No any more jokes.
So we start. The match starts off super impactful. Look
You fucking little bitch. I forgot this shade. I haven't had it. Whatever.
I digress. We get back into the match.
At least I may have a wedding in my future, Sam. I don't know
Ooh.
about you.
Oh my god. Let me sip this wine.
Excuse me? Do you really want to go then, Nicholas?
Did I stutter, Samuel? I don't think I did, but...
Ooh, Sam, you gonna let him do you like that, bitch?
This bitch has been trying to read me and give me silent shade about my nails for the past, year and a half.
And you finally caught her. You finally caught this bitch, Nick. Take off your earrings.
Oh my.
But
No, you know what? I'm the bigger person now. If Nick wants to,
Ladies.
go down that path and be rude, feel free to. I am
Ladies.
25 years of age and
Ladies.
I'm an adult.
Ladies, okay. We're on a time crunch over here. So you guys can have the cat fight later.
I have a date, actually.
Oh, so Nick's not going because he can't stand this conversation.
No, I already told you.
Okay, you run to your boyfriend. Which one is this again?
Ooh. All right, guys. We are almost done. I gotta take control, bitch, okay? So
James is like, this is why I do it alone now.
Yeah, it's like, fuck these bitches.
I love the shade. I just don't want Nick to run off into the sunset before we finish off like Cinderella and forget his shoe. Like, I'm trying to get to
Did
the
he
end.
leave it back at like the gay clubs?
I can't. Where are you going, Nick? Now we gotta know, since you guys want to bring it up. Where you going?
I'm going out with Mitchie to get some pizza, to be honest.
Oh,
Is that what they call it these days?
I guess.
But pizza? Oh, boo boo.
Well, so Naomi hit the sick ass head scissors,
I
guys.
know, back to the match, please.
So she hits this head scissors. Maddie goes rolling into the corner. She comes in sliding and does her new signature slap, which I think is cute. What was that, Nick?
Oh, I just said I love that.
I know.
I love that.
It's super playful. It works with Naomi. I think it's nice. I like that she incorporated it from her entrance. You know, Natty runs out of the ring, and Naomi hits her with a blockbuster outside of the ring that looked super painful. That bump was hard to take. Like, you felt it. And the way Naomi got back up.
Like, she genuinely had hurt herself because, like, she was holding her back a lot.
I think she did, because throughout the rest of the match after that move, Naomi didn't seem the same, especially with her facial expressions. She looked a bit drained. So I was like, yo, that bump
Look a little
really...
sore.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that bump really got her, because I don't think she lands properly. Or maybe it was all that booty. Who knows? Because, whoop, waves, bitch. But I love that blockbuster. So shout out to you, Naomi. That was great. Another shout out to fucking Natty, who catapulted Naomi off the apron into the ring post. I thought that was great. Naomi sold that beautifully. I thought that was great. Natty was super vocal in this match. She told the ref to shut the hell up and do your job, you piece of crap. Quotes, bitch.
That was so funny. And then the ref was going, I am doing my job.
Yeah, she's like, shut up! Do your job, you piece of crap! I was like, damn,
I'm like,
Natty.
Jesus, Natty. I love how she was like grabbing Naomi, dragging her around the ring, and being like, glow time is over. Jesus, Natty.
Natty was a savage.
Dana Brooke.
She was a savage in this ring because Natty was super entertaining. She was hitting every point you should hit as a heel, and this is why everybody always praises Natty, and they say that Natty has her game down pat. She's a pro. She's a professional. She had the crowd entertained. She engaged with the referee, and she made us feel bad for Naomi. So I give Natty a 10. She was on 10. Natty was on fire. That's how a heel is supposed to work these matches. But the fans wasn't as invested in this match because, there was not much of a build for this match. There wasn't as much as so much history these two women have. SmackDown failed them when it comes to the story, but these women did great in this match. I love Naomi's Russian leg sweep off the top rope. I thought that was smooth and quick, and Natty was all over her before that, so I think it was needed from Naomi to hit that. And then we get Natty's famous clothesline, that the discus clothesline that Naomi actually ducks and gives her a spinning heel kick, and then she does her signature DDT cross head scissors DDT, which I fucking love. I don't know why that's not one of her finishers, but it's so impactful. That's one of my favorite moves that Naomi does.
Which one, sorry?
The head scissors that goes into the DDT.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I love that. I thought it was cute. And even glow time gets stopped from Natty. Natty had a counter for everything. Natty hits her with, makes Naomi do a split and drop kicks her. Natty's back on the attack. And then we get Naomi's slingshot leg drop, which I thought was super cool. Natty reverses from I believe Naomi tried to put her in a submission hold, and Natty was like, Natty rolled out of there, and I love how Natty screamed as she pulls Naomi closer to her. It was like, yo, she looks like a monster. Like, she was so vicious. And she tried to put her in the sharpshooter. Naomi reverses and sends Natty into the freaking turnbuckles, goes for the moonsault. Natty puts her knees up, clocks Naomi and puts her in the sharpshooter, and there you have it. We have a new women's champion. And mind you, the last woman to win a WWE championship with the sharpshooter was Trish Stratus. And Trish Stratus sent a tweet out to Natty early in the week about it, like, let's make this happen. So I thought it was
also Natty, Ty, and Trish, wasn't it, for the most pay-per-view appearances by a woman?
Yeah, so it's great parallel. Yeah, good. I forgot about that, Sam. But I thought it was a great match. I'm so proud of Natty. You guys know how long I've been fighting for Natty. You guys guys know I'm a big fan of Natty. So Naomi dropping her belt to Natty. Yeah, I was a bit like, oh, I really love Naomi as champion. I love what she did with the belt. I love how creative she got. Naomi really found her footing as champion. But I'm just so happy for Naomi, and I mean for Natty, and I feel like I feel like Naomi feels okay with her belt passing on to Natty out of all people. So it came full circle. What about you, Sam? What were your thoughts on Natty winning?
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with it. I didn't think I was going to be. I wanted Naomi to win. But then when Who's Natalie? When Natty made her entrance and Michael Cole was saying about how she was leveling Trish and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is going to be actually really nice if she does win. And watching the match and stuff, I was like, I wouldn't be that angry if Natty won. And when she did win, I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm looking forward to how it's going to go. I know that I'm over Naomi being a champion. I just feel like the Nail Mob are going to kick off now, as always. But like,
oh, they're upset. They're always mad.
Yeah, hell.
They're always upset.
It's true.
But I'm okay with that. It's going to be Natalie. I keep saying Natalie.
Jesus.
Natalya for a little bit. I'm looking forward to how it's going to go, because her last title reign was like, what was it, like 9 years ago?
It was 7 years ago, in 2010.
7 years ago.
For a little thing.
What about you, Nick? What are your thoughts on Natty? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you have anything else to say, Sam?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, I really liked, I love the match. I thought that these two girls always have had really good chemistry with each other. I remember way back in the day in the poor diva times where they would only be able to have like superstar matches with each other, and like we would just be like living and gagging for their like Hurricane Ranas and stuff. So yeah, to actually see these two have a one-on-one match at like a very large pay-per-view like SummerSlam, I was really happy for it. I was Team Naomi though. Like with James, I didn't really see Natty picking up the win, because as you've noticed on SmackDown, like they're kind of building Tamina to be the next challenger with Lana's help and stuff like that. So I thought that was the direction they're going to go. And then they have kind of Carmella lurking around. So I thought Carmella was eventually going to be the one to take the title off of Naomi after cashing in. But, you know, I'm really proud of Natty, to be honest. She does deserve this. Like I said, it's been 7 years since this poor girl has even held a title. And I liked her little backstage segment. I don't know if you caught it on .com afterwards.
Say it again.
Say it again. Say it again. You're the SmackDown.
I've just been looking through .com and I've just seen it there, so I'm going to watch after this.
That should be.
My God,
Natty should put it on she should put that on a shirt. Women's champion. Say it again. Women's champion. Say it again. ... Like, I feel like she should put that on a shirt. Queen of Hearts. It was great.
God, it was so funny. It was so funny too when she's like, and tomorrow this title is, look what she did at this title. She's like, tomorrow this is definitely changing. And I'm just like, look at you, Natty.
Do you think she'll make it pink and black?
I don't think she's going to do any.
Maybe her plates. Her signature plate may have like it'll probably have the pink and black little leaf that you guys have in Canada.
Yeah, our Canadian leaf.
Don't you guys have a name for it?
A maple leaf.
Maple leaf. There you go. It's still a leaf, bitch.
I'm not even Canadian, I know that.
Well, I'm not, so.
You're closer than me.
I knew it was a maple leaf, but I just couldn't think of it now. But if you gave me like a, I don't know, if I had to, I don't know, a multiple choice, I would have figured it out.
If you had to go on like one of those game shows, you'd probably.
Yeah, I'd figure it out. Not that dumb.
You probably had smoked a blunt before, but then you figured it out.
Girl, I had to stop smoking blunts before I do a show because I hated listening to shows after I smoked a blunt. I just hated myself. I seem so spaced out. I say a lot. I'm like, I just can't. I can't do it to the listeners anymore.
And, there was this.
Bitch, don't do
crazy
me.
Weird pun. What? Packed my bags and left. What?
Shut up. You shut up over there.
Cersei, Game of Thrones, dragons, wrestling.
Bitch, if you guys watched Game of Thrones last week, for my Game of Thrones, the watchers that listen to the show, bitch, that episode last week, I'm not going to give any spoilers because some people might be watching it now, but oh my God. But back to Naomi. I felt so bad for Naomi crying in the ring. Oh, he left. Well, girl, bye. I felt so bad for Naomi crying in the ring. I was like,
I wasn't sure if she was crying like because she was legitimately hurt.
Mm-hmm.
From the the blockbuster that she did, or if she was crying because literally like it was over.
I don't know.
What are you laughing at?
From the blockbuster. I was like, yeah, that should look painful.
Yeah, it looked like it really hurt.
Oh my god, poor girl, poor baby.
Did you see that video, by the way, of the little kid slapping Alexa's ass?
Nayo should have smacked that kid. Did you see Naya's reaction when he did it?
Yeah!
I was like, oh my god. A mess. But I felt bad for Nayo. Oh, Nick says that his connection keeps going out, but he has to go, and he enjoyed his time here with you guys. And he says good night, and he'll see you guys at the next pay-per-view. So shout out to you, Nick. Aww. Thanks for coming through.
Yay.
We love Nick. Peace and blessings. But Samuel, your girl Carmella, I really think that, I think it's going to come full circle with her and Natty, because you know how Natty snitched her out. You know how she snitched out Natty to Nikki Bella? I feel like
Tonya Harding.
Yeah, and she was all involved with that. I feel like it's gonna be full circle. She's gonna cash in her thing on Natty soon.
Do you think that'd be cool?
I don't think right away. I don't know about right away, but I think it's gonna be Natty. If not, who knows? But I'm excited to see. At one point, I was like, is she gonna cash in on Alexa Bliss or Sasha? And I was like, I
liked it when she was on the NXT pre-show, and they kind of like teased that she was going to be the one that beat Asuka.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I was like,
yeah, let's get her.
Yeah, I know that one of the listeners sent in that question and was asking. Now, Sam, we have some questions from listeners. Are you going to stick around to answer some questions?
Of course.
Oh, lovely.
Of course I am.
So let's talk about.
I'm eating grapes, by the way.
Did
Don't
you?
mind me.
Oh, when you were crunching those bags.
No, that was my work stuff. I was trying to put my.
Oh, you were getting adjusted.
Yeah.
Did you see the Mae Young Classics Bracketology after SummerSlam?
Okay, so I started watching it, and then as they were doing the Marty Bell interview, my connection went off. Oh, actually, I've got something even worse than that. But yeah, so I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to watch it just after this. So I've seen the first bit.
Go ahead.
Last night I was watching the pay-per-view, like the final match, the main event. And then Lesnar came back out, and then my thing went off, and I got like a WWE Network is not available right now. And I was like, oh my god, what? So I messaged my friend who was watching it as well, and he FaceTimed me and just watched it, let me watch it through his phone.
Oh my god.
I was going to cry.
The main event was hot, so shout out to the main event, and shout out to Braun Strowman. Yeah. That was a good match. But yeah, I watched that Mae Young Classic special last night, and they interviewed Marty, they interviewed Macy, they also interviewed Toni Storm. Lacey. Is it Lacey? Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's Lacey now, Lacey Evans.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Whatever. Shout out to her. She's a Marine. Respect.
Yeah.
And Toni Storm, they also interviewed Toni Storm. Toni Storm reminds me of me. I don't know, her attitude.
I'm devastated that Toni Storm cancelled the event I was going to.
Oh, well, now you know why, bitch, because she's with WWE.
Well, that's what I mean. It kind of all makes sense. But I was devastated. She was supposed to go against a girl called Natalie Wild. Shout out to Natalie Wild.
Yeah, I remember you were I remember you were so excited to go to this match, to see her.
Yeah. And it was on the same card as Gradwell against Pete Dunne. Mm-hmm. So I was like super excited, but yeah, I was gutted that I didn't get to see her. Devastated.
I know, that sucks. But they also interviewed Triple H as well, and Triple H was like praising all the girls. So it really they tried to get it hyped up. But I feel like they didn't show all the good girls. Like, they didn't show Bianca Belair. They didn't show Tessa Blanchard. They didn't show Mia Yim. They didn't show, like, the girls that I'm interested in seeing. You know what I mean?
There's so many girls in the tournament that I'm looking forward to seeing. Like, I think, did they show a little bit of Candice LeRae? I think they did, didn't they?
Vaguely. Not much. It wasn't memorable.
Lady.com did a thing on them. But then they started talking about Kaylee Ray and Piper Niven representing Scotland. And then I seen them do the thing.
Oh, yeah, they showed Kaylee Ray.
And then they didn't do anything on Piper.
No.
And that kind of annoyed me. And then I wanted to see more on that Sage Beckett and on Renee Michelle as well. I would have liked to see a bit more on them.
Yeah, I wanted to see a little bit of Renee Michelle. I don't know. I just wanted
Aisha
more.
Raymond, because she's the England representative, so it'd be nice to see something about her.
I just feel like they should have showed a little more instead of what they showed, but it's okay. It's just to get people hyped up for the show, so I'm fine with it. But
yeah,
it is what it is, darling. Now,
because all but a tease.
Now let's roll up an L and make a circle, and everybody come close because I got some news. Come close. Come on, Sam, closer.
I'm here.
Okay, now, I got some tea, guys. John Cena hinted that him and Nikki Bella might get married on TV.
What?
Yeah, their wedding might be televised. I feel like a lot of us kind of seen this coming, but I see it happening for Total Bella season 3, the wedding of Nikki Bella and John Cena. I mean, it's a good pitch. It's an easy season 3. Like, yeah, you guys gonna get married season 3? Here you go. Here's another episode, and here's some money. And Nikki Bella and Brie Bella will get their executive producer creds right off the bat. So, and another one, you guys know I don't only come with one L. I got another L for you guys, baby. Nikki Bella is being rumored to join Dancing with the Stars next season as well.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think that's really good for Nikki Bella. Take some downtime. I feel like that's why. Now, I told you guys earlier I was going to talk about this. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for WWE to bring in the icons, okay? Have them have a nice run in NXT, torment everybody, and then have the Bella Twins return to get those bitches.
Oh, you mean have a nice run on SmackDown? You mean not on NXT?
Yeah, like put them on SmackDown, build them up, have them beat up girls, have them establish themselves as SmackDown superstars as the Bella Twins are away right now, and then Nikki Bella will wrap up Total Dancing with the Stars because she's being rumored to do it, and after she wraps up Dancing with the Stars, Brie Bella should be ready to go because Brie Bella's been working on her ring rust, getting ready to come back and have a little comeback. So I feel like by that time when Dancing with the Stars wrapped up and we're heading into a major pay-per-view, we could easily have the Bella Twins versus the Icons, because if we're gonna keep the iconic duo together, they have to go up against the Bella Twins. They have to. They have to. So I feel like that's the plan right now. So also, I got some more tea for you guys. Bitch, I've been coming with the tea today. It's all hot.
You've changed. What is this?
Sam, I've just been busy minding my own business, being nosy. So, Michelle McCool, Miss Flawless herself, tweeted out a congratulations to Natty and how happy she is to see Natty capture the women's championship, because Natty is the one that Michelle McCool had a match against for the first Divas championship. So I thought that was cool, for a little circle. And at the end of her little shout out for Natty, she puts hashtag I miss the ring. Ooh. I'm just scratching my chin. Am I reaching?
A couple of hint droppers.
Sam, am I reaching? Because I haven't seen Michelle McCool post anything about missing wrestling. Maybe you guys have, because I know the listeners, you guys have better eyes than me. The listening crew, they be finding everything. They be sending me the tea. Sometimes in these questions, Sam, I don't even know what the fuck is going on until they tell me about it. But
yeah,
I don't know. I haven't seen her say anything. And how do you feel about that? How do you feel about Michelle McCool and a quick little comeback? Especially against like somebody like Charlotte. You know, Michelle McCool was
I wouldn't mind seeing it back, because, you know, she's still got it, like, don't get me wrong.
She looks amazing.
Yeah.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Girl,
I ain't mad about it.
I think it would be interesting to see Michelle McCool come back these days. Okay, now that we got the T out of the way and the L's, let's take some listener questions. Sam, are you ready for some listening questions? The listening crew?
I'm ready for some listener questions.
All right. You know, the listening crew, some of them, they just sent me like a bunch of questions. Some of them sent like 4 to 5 questions. So I don't know, guys, if I'm going to get all your questions, but I'll at least read one from everybody's, okay? So I got you on that.
Give it a whirl.
Okay, so one of my babes, Bella K. Royce, love him.
Hey, honey. I love Bella K. Royce.
Bella K. Royce asks, who do you think can defeat Asuka? Bella K. Royce, nobody is ready for Asuka. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you guys. Nobody is ready for Asuka, okay? I'm gonna leave it at that. And Bella K. Royce, Sam, do you agree?
I agree.
Okay, so Bella K. Royce asks a second question, since that one was an easy one. He asks, should Ember be called up alongside the Icons? What do you think, Sam?
No, because I said to you before in our little chat, I don't think I thought Ember was going to come up anyway, but I think she'll go to Raw if she does. But I can see Liv Morgan coming up, so.
Yes, I can see Liv Morgan going to Raw, and I can see the
Raw?
Icons going to SmackDown. Yeah.
See, I wasn't sure if they were going to bring up Liv to SmackDown.
No, they need to bring Liv to Raw to give Emma somebody to whoop on, because Emma's like, oh, another girl? I'm not here? You don't know what it's me? You're going to go bring this girl? Like, what the hell?
Because my thought was to have Liv come up and then have her and Lana have like a rookie versus rookie kind of thing. And Lana and Tamesis, thanks Jack for using this quote because I always say it now, Tamesis, beating down Liv, and then have the Queen Charlotte come down. It gives her a little bit of a story to do on SmackDown that's not in the title picture.
Oh, okay. I would just like...
That's my thought.
Yeah. Okay.
But I get what you mean about her going to Raw.
We got another question from Classic Keyshawn Webley. He asks, do you think there was something legitimately wrong with Naomi, or was she just upset about losing? I think we answered your question earlier. I think that Blockbuster really hurt her in that match because it looked like she was feeling it. What about you, Sam?
Yeah, no, I totally I agree. I think the Blockbuster genuinely has done something to her back, and that's why she cried, because she's like, oh my god, I'm actually out again.
Mm-hmm. And that's probably what was running through her mind throughout that whole match. And then he sent a picture of Naomi standing in the ring, and she looks like she just has a blank stare in her face. She kind of looks sad, but I feel like that was her just taking direction and probably listening to producers, so I wouldn't feed too much into that. I feel like Naomi was just listening. I don't think she was thinking of... She knew she was losing her... That's probably when she found out she was losing her belt. Like, that's why she was like, oh, really? Damn. But... it is what it is, but I really think that Blockbuster is what hurt Naomi. Like, girl, that shit looked like it hurt. So, one of my new freaking faves, Snake Society, who went over and sent me love under a review. Sam, bitch, where's my review from you on my iTunes?
I have been busy.
Uh-huh. You ain't busy for that grinder, bitch. I need you to go give me a review.
I don't use it.
I don't care. I don't care if you don't use it.
I'm a good boy.
Listen, bitch.
I'm a good Christian boy with a wife and kids.
Well, you and your wife and kids need to get over to iTunes and fucking give me a review and 5 stars, okay, bitch? I won't say it again. I won't say it again. Because next time...
after Nick being mean to me, I don't think I can give this show 5 stars now.
No, I already gave Nick a dragon, too.
By one of the guests.
You can put that. You put that in your review, bitch. Let them know it's dangerous up in here, bitch. So, Snake Society, he asks, despite being very athletic and a good wrestler, do you think Naomi lacks intensity while performing any other moves that aren't her comebacks? I feel like sometimes Naomi gets lost in her head in the match. I feel like she overthinks things, and I feel like she doesn't realize that we can see that in her face. And she second guesses herself a lot, and sometimes I feel like she's just going through the motions instead of being in the moment. So that's just my little thing with Naomi sometimes. What about you, Sam?
I'm not going to answer this, as I do not want to have backlash of the Naomi mob.
Are you afraid of them?
No, I'm just not prepared for all this again. So Naomi is comfortable with her moveset, and she's comfortable trying new things, but I think as we've experienced from the Blockbuster, when she tries new things, it doesn't necessarily go her way.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
So Snake Society, who's another big Charlotte fan, just like myself, sent in another question, and he asks, if Charlotte was to have a new finisher besides the big boot or natural selection, what would you want it to be, and what would you want it to be called?
Ooh.
You know what? That's a tough question, and I actually want to hear your answer. What would you like her to do? But for me, I love the big boot. Longtime listeners know that I love a big boot. Like, I just love it. One time I kicked a cereal bowl off my desk on this show, demonstrating a big boot. I love it.
Well, Violet Snow's finisher is a big boot. So.
Yes. And I still play with Violet Snow in WWE 2K13. I gave her 3 new outfits.
Thank you, Mama.
Yeah, she's been having some great matches. She's doing very well. I should send you some updated looks of her soon.
Yes, please do.
Okay, yeah, she's well taken care of in my promotion, Sam. Just letting you know.
Thank you.
Yes, she's on the card.
So for Charlotte, I think some sort of powerbomb would be quite cool.
Yeah, she's super strong, so it would have to be a lifting move. I want to see her lift.
Call it something like taking the throne or something. I don't
Ooh.
know. Like the dethroning.
I would give her something and name it Diamonds Are Forever or something. I don't know, like Dynasty, something that, I don't know, comes full circle with her and her dad. I don't know. That's a tough question. I really got to sit on that.
Well, she has the figure 8, and that's like the thing with her dad.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. It's tough.
I'd have it something like,
how do you
do with throne?
Snake Society? How do you fix something that's not broken?
Oh?
Ooh, that's my answer.
Oh, you win now.
All right. Sasha Stan sends us a question, and Sasha Stan asks, how would you book the Icons when they debut on SmackDown? I've been saying this for a while. I saw a listener post this, that they should be the ones that kidnapped Fandango and get them involved with Breeze and Fandango.
Someone said that to me this week. Like,
really?
They asked me who it was, who they thought was being the one for Fandango and Breeze, and they're like, "Do you think it's Harper and Rowan?" And I went, "No, it's the Icons." And they went, "What?" I just said it on a whim, and then in my head I was like, "Oh my god, it could be the Icons." But no, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, or have them come in and start beating up people getting ready for the Bella Twins. Either way.
Have you read about the Luke Harper theory that Road Dogg put forward?
No.
So is Road Dogg the head writer, the head story writer?
Yeah, he's like
okay, so
big wig there.
Allegedly, I read online. Allegedly, he wants Sarah Logan to be paired with Luke Harper.
Oh, I did see that he's very high on Sarah Logan. I read
he's
that.
He's very, very up for Sarah Logan, and I think she's probably one of those girls that, like, you know, she's proved herself enough on the Indies to prove that she can go straight to the main roster, in my opinion.
Maybe after the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because obviously they're not going to put all 32 girls down in NXT.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't going to get signed, some of them will get signed, but yeah, I think it'd be a really nice thing for it to go up there, because we haven't seen much of Harper lately, so it'd be nice to have him, like, she could be the one that kind of says, you know, you were in Wyatt's shadow and you're better than Wyatt, and she'll show him how to become the monster like Wyatt never let him become.
That's cool. It's something for her.
Very swampy and like very bayou kind of thing. That's
pretty big for her that she already has somebody up there looking out for her. So shout out to you, Sarah.
I thought that was awesome. Well done, Sarah Logan. Yeah. You good gal.
So at _, Sasha Stan asked another question. He has thoughts on Emma versus Sasha feud, then a Sasha versus Mickey feud, then I'll start off with the Sasha and Emma feud. That needs to happen. That needs to happen like tomorrow. They should start it. So
tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, tonight definitely. It's Monday. Official J114 asks, where do you see Naomi and Natty's feud post SummerSlam? Do you see Natty's reign lasting long? If the superstar shakeup, because I've seen a lot of rumors of Naomi moving up to Raw. If it's not true, then definitely I see their feud lasting a while, and it's always better for the babyface to chase. So I feel like Naomi will finally get that feud that she's been hungry for a long time, and I feel like Natty is on fucking fire right now. Like, you can't tell me Natty's is not one of the best heels right now. So I'm all here for her. What about you, Sam? What are your thoughts
about how long Natty's reign is going to be?
Yeah.
I even think it's going to be a fairly long one, maybe till Survivor Series.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's a couple of months, isn't it?
I don't know.
3-4 months. So maybe something like that.
5 months.
Or have Carmella cash in straight away and play off the role of, like, you know, yeah, it's been 7 years since your last title run and I've just took it off here again. Lol.
So No Mercy is the next pay-per-view, and then we have Hell in a Cell, right?
I don't think... Oh, yeah, but because Hell in a Cell is a SmackDown pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's in October. So that will be SmackDown.
I'm going to have a look at the pay-per-view calendar now, because I like to pull these things up just in case. But I read that... Is it the Elimination Chamber one is moved or something? Let me find it.
Yeah, it was moved. But while you do that, I know that there was a lot of...
No, so they've got... No Mercy, Hell in a Cell, TLC for Raw, and then NXT Takeover Houston.
Yeah, so...
The night before Survivor Series.
Natty's going to hold it I think up to Hell in a Cell. After Hell in a Cell, girl, I don't know. To be honest, I can't think that far
Who
ahead.
knows?
Who knows? But also, we have another question from our friend to the show, Josh Tech Soldier. He asked,
Hey, Josh.
He asks again, do you think Natty will have... Oh, no, he asked, do you think Natty will have a boring title reign?
Yes.
You think so?
No, well, she won't, but you know me, and yeah, I'm not excited over it, but let's just see what's going to happen. I'm open to this story, to this reign. I'm open to seeing where it's going to go. That's the best response I can give.
Well, I love a babyface chasing the belt. I love when the heel's a champion. Oh my god. I moved one of my fans in my office. It's literally right behind me. It's not usually there. So I'm recording the show and I just looked back. I see like a black figure behind me. So I turn around shaking. It's the fan, bitch. Like, I can't.
No.
So Josh, no, because I like a baby face chasing the championship. So we'll see. And it's on SmackDown. SmackDown is usually good. Sasha Stan asks another question, and he asks, let's say Asuka vacates the title. They have a tournament for the title with the NXT girls. Which two would be the final, and who would win? I feel like Ruby Riott and Bianca Belair. I feel like Bianca Belair has...
Yeah, could be Bianca Belair. I was gonna say Abby Laith, but...
Yeah, because I feel...
That's my initial thought as soon as you said that.
Come on, you guys, let's not forget the fact that fucking Bianca Belair killed an NXT house show over the summer, and everybody was talking about her for a whole week straight with that hair whip and how they're building her up.
Cracks and you could hear it.
Yes. And this women's tournament that's going to happen that we're about to witness, everybody's talking about how much she's a standout on this thing. I feel like she's going to come on NXT and start killing it, and I really see that they're building up Ruby Riott. I won't say the Icons because I really feel like the Icons are moving ahead. But Sam, who do you think will be the final two?
Abby Laith and Ruby Riott.
Okay, that's a good choice. Let's see.
With some sort of Bianca Belair being involved.
We have a question from King JJ130. He asked, do you think WWE planned all of the original SmackDown 6, Becky, Alexa, Naomi, Natty, Carmella, and Nikki to become champions? I don't think they planned it, but it looks like that's the way it's going. So,
what?
Yeah, he said the original SmackDown 6, so far, Becky Lynch has become champion, Alexa Bliss has become champion, Naomi has become champion, Natty has become a champion, and the only ones we have left is Carmella, who has the Money in the Bank, and Nikki Bella. And they are the original SmackDown 6. So do you think WWE planned for all of them to hold the championship at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it. So
I don't think they planned for it, but
it's just happening. Yeah. Way. That's what I think. And he asks another question. He asks, who do you think will surpass Trish's numbers of title reigns? First, based on their push. Sasha, Charlotte, Alexa, or Naomi? Charlotte. I have to go with my girl.
Do you think it will be Charlotte? So what's she on now? 5? 4?
4. Sasha caught up.
And Alexa is on 3.
Mm-hmm. Naomi's on 2.
Alexa.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Alexa's got the youth sort of side. Do you know what I mean? She's a lot younger than the other two.
Ooh, you better watch your tone, bitch. Remember the last time?
In the past when I've mentioned stuff like this. But, like, you know, I think that she has a little bit longer, like, in terms of age. But, like, you know, Tamina's still rocking it, and she's, like, 70. So, who knows? But
you
no,
tried
I think it'll be Alexa.
I can't with Sam, guys. I don't co-sign anything Sam says, okay?
No, I like Tamina. Jack has made me like Tamina.
I love Tamina. I've always been a fan of Tamina's. But, okay, let's get it cracking. We have Corey G, nerdy _guy 18. If the rumors are true about a shake-up draft, do you see Naomi going to Raw? How would you do a shake-up? I actually don't want Naomi to go to Raw. I want Naomi to go wherever her husband goes, to be honest with you guys, because every time I think about Naomi, I always think about her husband, and I remember on Total Divas where she said she absolutely does not want to go on separate shows, and she thinks that it would be awful and put a strain on their marriage, and I don't think Naomi would risk that, and I feel like that would really make me question on how long Naomi would stay with WWE after putting in all these years. And then to travel without her husband, who she's been traveling with for years now, I wouldn't want that personally. But what about you, Sam?
I agree. I wouldn't have her on Raw. I'd keep her on SmackDown. I can't see the glow thing working on Raw.
You know, Raw kills everything. They kill.
So I don't want to kill.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I can't wait for Nia Jax to go to SmackDown. Like, I just can't wait.
Do you think that's going to be a lot sooner than?
If they were to switch Nia and Naomi, I'd be okay. I really would. I'd be like, okay, I got Nia though, so I'd be fine. But that would be the only way I'd be okay with it. If they switched Mickie James and Naomi, bitch, for what? For what? Okay.
Yeah.
Sunday Candy 94 asks, if you could choose the 2 matches for the women's spot at WrestleMania, what 2 matches would you choose? Ooh, this is tough. I don't know, Sam. You have anything in mind?
I think it's too soon right now.
Yeah, I feel like I got this question last week.
But you've got to bear this in mind, James. We're going to be seeing these matches.
I know. Me and Sam are going to be... This is the last question, Sam. Oh, my God.
Really?
Well, yes. That's so hilarious. And we were going to announce that me and Sam are going to be at WrestleMania together. That is so funny. But Sam, what match would we want to see at WrestleMania out of the women if we could pick 2 matches?
Has to be Carmella and Emma on the card.
You know what's crazy? You and Jared will have a good kiki because he's wearing a Carmella hat and a Carmella shirt. He loves Carmella.
No, he's not.
He loves her. You know, I have Carmella's theme song on my Spotify, so when we're driving, yeah. I'm always like, I gotta take this fucking song off of my playlist, because every time it comes on, he's like, leave it on. And he's like, at least until she starts rapping. And he loves it. He loves Carmella.
I hope that we get to see Dunn and Bate against each other at Mania.
Oh, that would be cool, but I don't know. WWE is really like doing them a dishonor. Like, they're not really promoting these guys the way that they should.
That's why I'm waiting until Mania. I think it's gonna be. Oh my god.
Oh, we gotta answer Sunday's question.
Oh yeah, okay. So I want for if the rosters stay the same.
Yes.
Like as they are right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Carmella.
Mm-hmm.
Against Charlotte.
Okay.
That's for SmackDown. And for Raw,
Ooh, excuse me.
Alexa, Emma, Sasha 3-way.
Okay. For me, my SmackDown,
Yeah.
I would have 3 matches. The Bella Twins.
Would you have the Icons and Bellas?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah,
the Icons and Bellas.
well.
That would be my, I don't know, my honorary mention. And
Yeah.
I would probably have Charlotte and Becky, because the whole tea time thing is not going to last. And I want Charlotte to revert back to her old ways. And
Yeah, she will.
She will. And I want it against Becky. And I want them to unleash Becky. I want them to let Becky Lynch be the fucking Becky Lynch I know she is to be. And I've already talked about that before in the previous shows. But the other match for Raw, I would like Bayley and Sasha. That's what I would like to see at WrestleMania. Bayley and Sasha. I know it's the 4 horsewomen and like James really, but I like them. So sue me. It's my opinion.
Having one more Mania moment, but it's not gonna happen. But it'd
What?
be nice.
For what?
For Mickey to have like a bit of a WrestleMania moment, but it's not gonna happen.
Who?
But it'd be nice. Mickey James.
She work here?
Who does she work here?
or somebody against Asuka, because nobody is ready for Asuka. Actually, Asuka won't be on the card for WrestleMania because nobody is ready for Asuka. Maybe have Asuka run in and lay out all the girls. Like, that would be cool.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
I know, but
Just have like a one-on-one for the women's match, like for SmackDown, and one-on-one for Raw, and then have a SmackDown versus Raw match, and have Asuka just come out and lay everyone down.
that would be amazing. Well, Sam, We've said a lot.
We've said a lot. Oh, I missed that.
This has been great. I love that you and Nick stopped by for a pay-per-view. Come and say hi to your girl and hello
Did
to
you
the
say what
listening
we were
crew.
supposed to do yesterday, by the way?
I'm sorry?
What we were supposed to do yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Me and Sam were supposed to record Takeover yesterday, and we both forgot. Kid, I started day drinking, and then, like, I completely
I
forgot.
love day drinking.
Yeah, and I went out for lunch, and then we went shopping, me and Jared, and then, like, I visited my mom, and then that's when you texted me, and I was like, oh.
I was like, I feel like we both forgot.
Yeah, I was literally...
So I didn't feel as bad. I didn't feel like Nick.
The shade. Well, we said a lot, Sam. I want to thank you, and I will see you for the next pay-per-view, I believe.
Yes, you will.
For No Mercy. No Mercy. No mercy. I don't even know. I'm going to learn her cheer, and me and Sam are going to do it for No Mercy. Okay, Sam?
Yes, agreed. Can we dress up like it for Halloween?
Oh my God, Alexa would be a cool costume. I can't wait to see all the people that are going to crossplay Alexa Bliss. I feel like she's a fun one to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, listeners, thank you guys so much for sticking through. I know this is a 2-hour show, but bitch, we had to cover 2 fucking pay-per-views. Are you kidding me? There was a lot of wrestling this week. It was a lot of fucking wrestling. And I'm kind of glad that it's over, even though it was great. I was just, like, taking down my notes, like, what the fuck? All this writing, like, I can't. But I want to thank you guys a lot. And for the assholes that haven't yet to go over to give me a review and a star, like Sam Pelly the brand over here, please do so. And then I love you.
I'm going to give you a 1-star review. You carry on.
I don't care. Just give me something. Give me love. Show me love. I love you guys.
I will.
Thank you for listening. And Sam, you want to give out your Twitter?
Yeah, SamPelly_. On Twitter and Instagram.
It's Sam Pelly the brand. If you guys ever want to find them, it's Sam Pelly _. That's
except Twitter, because SamPelly not Twitter, except Snapchat, because SamPelly_ didn't work.
Oh, I don't even know my
So
Snapchat.
just SamPelly on that.
Well, guys, thank you.
It's usually just me drunk, so it's nothing exciting.
Oh my God. Well, oh yeah, guys, me and Sam will be at WrestleMania together, and Josh will be there as well. Josh Tech Soldier, that used to be a part of the podcast. He's going to be there as well. I
can't wait, I'm so excited. It's costing me a lot of money to get there, but it's so worth it.
Oh my God, it's going to be a blast though, Sam. We're going to have a lot of fun. All my friends are excited to meet you. They love you down. They can't wait to meet you and have a kiki.
They just want to see my ass.
It is what it is. I'm gonna send Sam back to the UK pregnant. And if you go back to the UK pregnant, that you can own Disney World. The first man that gives birth to a baby could own Disney World.
Really?
Yes, that's what Walt Disney said. So that means nobody. He's like, really?
Let's make this happen.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Toodle.